Yo guys, what is going on, and welcome back to another episode of the FM Reboot. It's episode number 45, and today, what an episode we got, one of the biggest of this series. Brighton away, and then Fiorentina away in two massive games, both of which huge as we go for a Champions League spot. Now, real briefly in the table, as you can see, no games been played off camera for us, but there have been games getting played elsewhere. Now, on the Saturday, Chelsea lost away at the Hawthorns against West Brom, which means that, as you can see, they're still 5 points clear, but we have the game in hand. Obviously, the major, massive goal difference does play a big part on why I'm still not too confident we'll catch up to them. And Man City drew away at Carrow Road against Norwich, fighting for their lives down the bottom of the table. Yesterday, Leicester did win, thrash Burnley 3-0, which is why, again, the table looks like this right now as we head into our game on Monday night. Leicester right now, 59 points on the board, 4 points behind us, far better goal record though, and the game in hand. So I'm not too worried about the Foxes. We are again 1 point clear of Man City. They spurned their game in hand, but again 5 points is the gap on Chelsea. So in order for us to catch them, despite their loss on Saturday, I'd say we need to win all 3 of our remaining games. And Chelsea themselves would only need to win 1 of their final 2, I believe, to guarantee 4th place. So I'm still not too confident we'll do it via the Premier League. We've got a chance though. We've got a chance. See, you're saying there's a chance. There is a chance, but we know the Europa League is our best chance. So heading into the game, I didn't really know what to do about this because again, we're the latest kickoff, and why the Premier League have put us on Monday night, knowing it'll go to Fiorentina on Thursday night. That's just cruel. I mean, are you serious? Why couldn't we have played on the Sunday, as you normally would as a Europa League team playing on Sunday? Why have you given us an extra day? Which means you've got an extra day's less rest. That's just... I tell you, the Premier League don't want us in the Champions League. Don't ask me why, I just know they don't want us in there. But this is our team heading into the game. As we know on the injury report, a lot of players are down. Most injuries in the league. Marquez, Semedo, Gibbs, White and Jimenez all down. But Trincao is back for today's episode. So I didn't know whether to go with a stronger lineup and try and keep the pressure on Chelsea, or continue to throw all my eggs in one basket in the Europa League. In the end, I think it's going to be the latter. So this will be our team. There are a couple of starters out there. You've got Patricia in goal, but for his Keita, Eric, Miguel and Matteson and Ward-Prowse, McTominay through the middle. Traore and Trincao are the inverted winger / inside forwards, with Jordan supporting the young lad Viscardi up top. In fact, you know what? I'm going to give Silva the game up top tonight in this one. On the bench, Bettinelli, Morelos, Williams, Neves, Ferreira, Jota and Viscardi as well. And in fact, you know what? Again, I keep thinking I want to still be in with a shot. I still want to be in with a shot heading into the final 2 games. You know what? A couple of late changes, a couple of starters coming back in. We're not giving up on the Premier League just yet. Bottom 3 is set. Brighton have got absolutely nothing to play for. So in theory, with us scrapping for that 4th and final Champions League place, we should be really up for this one tonight. And I think I probably made the right decision there, putting a couple of starters last minute to give us a slightly better chance of coming through with a win. Only a win will do at this point. As we know, draws are effectively defeat. To draw, we see the gap get cut to 4, but with 2 games to go, Chelsea's goal difference being so superior, they only need the 1 win in their final 2, and that will do it. So calm on Wolves, we have to win tonight. Adama Traore stepping in from left to right as he likes to do, going all the way with an offload to Trincao. First game back after a lengthy layoff here, tackled, Brighton clear. Should get it straight back though, which we do. Big Eric with the big header, and now Matteson through to Jordao. Francisco, Silva, 1-0 Wolves, that's onside, that's going to count. Silva would have finished 25 for the year, last minute inclusion, and it's justified. Would Viscardi, the teenager, have taken that? I'm not entirely sure. Excellent ball through by Francisco back in the team, timed it perfectly, and Silva with the finish, puts it into the bottom corner. Again, only a win will do. That'll cut it to 2, and we'll keep the pressure on. Again, the goal difference is the big reason why I just don't think we'll be able to overcome Chelsea. We need to finish a point clear of them, which means they have to lose one of their final 2 games, basically guaranteed. Otherwise, we won't be able to catch them. So, anyway, half time. We're doing our job. We're leading by 1. At some point, I probably will to take off a couple of the starters out there. I want Fabio Silva in the team on Thursday night to be fresh. I want Neves to play. Eric's definitely going to play as well. And Silva's just picked up a knock as well. The injuries we've had in this second half of the season is unbelievable. You know, it's really weird in FM. I don't know if you guys are the same as me, but like you can go like 2 months with not a single injury, and then you'll get like 4 or 5 in a space of about 3 weeks. As Talisca really should have hit the target there, but heads over. Anyway, still leading by 1, and at the moment I think we're clinging on here. Brighton have been the better team in this second half statistically, we still do have that slender advantage. How long will it last? Well, as Trincao receives that kick out from Patricio and offloads to Neves, Jordao slides it out wide to Traore. Heavy first touch, but rolls through Silva on a knock, but bends it in. 2-0 Wolves, brace for Fabio, but I want to take him off now. I need to take him off. He's been worn out there, and he's got the knock as well. But sometimes when you sub a player off when he's going for a hat-trick, he'll have an issue with you, and he'll bring it up privately. But to be honest, Fabio, mate, I know you want the match ball. I know you're still a rank outsider for the Golden Boot, but Thursday night is more important than a hat-trick, son. It's a team game. Viscardi's going to come on. He'll come up top, and I think I might take off Neves as well for James Ward-Prowse for some more energy through the middle. 24 minutes to go. The lead extended to 2. I think we should see this one out here. JWP off the bench. Oh, he's just brilliant, isn't he? He's just brilliant. 3-0 Wolves, probably his first kick since coming on, and this is a big win on the South Coast. If Ward-Prowse gets a goal or an assist, there's a 90% chance it's come from a dead ball situation. So 3-0 Wolves, and I'm going to take off Eric Bailly, who's been on a 7.2 out there and done brilliantly well as well. So we've got 2 games to go. The gap is 2. We know we won't catch Chelsea on the goal difference, but we're still in this. By the way, Miguel, this season, brought him in from Monaco. And, well, I'll show you his stats come full time. But he has developed so well. He's now 19 years old. As we know, he'll become homegrown and trained at the club. And after I sold Connor Cody, I said, I'm going to make this guy my third choice centre-half this year. He's not let me down at all. As Vargas shoots and rifles one in off the underside of the bar. The clean sheet might go for us, but the win certainly isn't. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week. I think that last-minute decision of putting Neves and Silva in the end proved to be a very good one. A very nice victory, well done. 3-1 on the South Coast. And it also means that most of our players got a night off and will be fresh for... Oh, thank fuck, Silva's injury was just a bruised ankle. It means that most of our players, and Silva's also not disappointed I took him off, means that we will have most of our players fit and fresh and fighting and raring to go for that Fiorentina second leg. And again, in the Premier League, real briefly, the gap now cut to 2. There's still a chance in both competitions. Chelsea, by the way, actually have 2 difficult games to end in the Premier League as well. Our final 2 games, Norwich and Bournemouth at home. Now, theoretically, they should be bangers based on what's happened in the series so far. You can't really call it that way. Whereas Chelsea, they've got Aston Villa at home. Again, probably will be a win, and then that will probably basically do it. But their final games against Manchester United, though, that is going to be, is that at Stamford Bridge or is it at Old Trafford? It's going to be at Stamford Bridge. But even so, the Red Devils are going to three-peat. So those are 2 tough games for Chelsea, to be fair. So it's not over in the Premier League, but again, I still do believe our best chance comes here. Europa League, semi-final, second leg away in Italy. We must score tonight after the 1-1 draw at Molineux. Otherwise, we are out. Problem is, again, whilst we've got a mostly fit side, the big problem comes up top. Jimenez is still down, he won't feature tonight, and Silva, after the knock with a bruised ankle, is not really fit enough to play. But I haven't got a choice. So this will be our team. Patricio is in goal. About 4 is like Nuri, Eric, Big Chris and Brandon Williams, with Neves and Forsby through the middle. Jota on the left, Nato on the right, and Buendia does support on one leg. Fabio Silva. On the bench, Bettinelli, Miguel, Ward-Prowse, McTominay, Trincao, Traore, and Viscardi as well. I was tempted to put him in this on the bench, but I really can't. He's done for the campaigns. This is it, second and final game. Fiorentina away in Italy. We must score, otherwise we're out in the semis. Come on, Wolves. You deserve to be in the final, and I expect you to make it happen. Back-to-back semi-finalists in a European competition. Last year, the Champions League. This year, the Europa League. But is it going to be more heartbreak for Wolves in knockout football? I mean, based on how the series has gone, you'd probably think that will be the case, wouldn't you? Anyway, first half's going to fall. 9 minutes in. We know we must score tonight, so let's go and get that early away goal. Nato down this right-hand side, just inside our half, takes it over the halfway line, and goes around 1, and continues his run, and fires it about 20 yards wide from goal. The body language is good to start off with. That's always a good sign. We've looked the better team in the early going, but not anything clear-cut getting created thus far. Oh, Big Chris gets up, but heads it way over the bar. Good start, though. We know what's at stake. We need to win this one, and we're going for it. Come on, boys. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. Throw for Fiorentina. If they do score, it doesn't really change anything for us, because we still need to score anyway. So as that cross is turning at the back stick, it's okay. It's alright. We fell behind at Molineux and came back in stoppage time. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. Fabio Silva is absolutely gassed out there as Ola Anya rolls off to Zaccagni and his cross at the back stick is met and headed home from close range. But it's like, again, it's okay. It doesn't change anything. We still need to score. We still needed to score anyway. So really, no need to panic. No need to panic whatsoever. I mean, go 2 goals down, I will be panicking, but even so, Neves on the ball, rolls it through to Buendia. He'll offload to the captain, and Morton pings it out wide to Pedro Neto. Heavy first touch to get himself forward, rolls into the feet of Silva, absolutely gassed, and now back to Neves, out to Williams, through to Neto, great football, and the finish to match as well. Rescued us at home, 2 minutes after falling behind, we're back on level terms. Like I said, don't panic. I mean, you got to remember that, like, if it doesn't change your objective, don't make major changes and totally just succumb to the pressure. Because we needed to score anyway tonight, whether Fiorentina did or didn't. So Nato gets us back on level terms. Lovely little move there as well. And there is the level. And again, the key now is that we've got the 1. We've got momentum heading into the dressing room. If we get a second away goal, as Buendia's shot is easily saved, then we're in a driving seat. We're in a driving seat right now. Ugh, possibly the biggest half-time team talk of my managerial career. So you know I've got to put my hands on my hips in a nice feminine stance and say to the boys here, we've been the better team here. Keep doing what you've been doing and we'll be fine. Second half to begin, I really should take Silva off, but for now, I can't do it. I need him out there. Second half begins, if we get a second away goal. Oh, what a huge block by Brandon Williams. Then I'll feel confident. But if Fiorentina get another, I can't just pegging them back 3 separate occasions. Do I pop Jota up top? Do I go with Jota? False 9 maybe? I don't know. I don't know here really. Surely Viscardi's not going to come on. The young teenager. He's only 19. He's just left school. Surely I can't bring... I mean, look, Silva's got to come off, man. He's absolutely gassed. So do I pop Jota up top, knowing he can play there, and bring on Traore? I think so. As much as I love the youngster, as much as I'd love to throw him in, I think I'm going to go with a more experienced lad that can play up top. Tied at 1-1 as things stand going into extra time. Well, it was a gamble playing Fabio Silva tonight, but I didn't really have another choice, to be honest, as we're still tied here with 15 minutes to go. Fiorentina scramble clear, but I think Fiorentina right now must feel the pressure monumentally, even more so than us, as Brandon Williams sees a great ball out wide by Neves, and Nato's going to get after that one and keep the ball in play as well. If we get a second away goal, the hosts are in trouble. Let's go for this. Come on, Forsby to Williams, back to the captain, and now Neves into Buendia. And Nato... Fucking yes! Every goal in the semi-final scored by our number 7. This is why there is major interest. And you know what? We'll take the luck. Buendia's pass wasn't intended to go through to Nato, but a tackle from Hector Herrera slid right into his path. We don't need a second replay, FM. And that means that Fiorentina need 2 in 10 minutes. After all the fucking bad luck we've had in this series, we deserve that. We're on War Prowse for Neves for some more energy through the middle. I'll have 1 extra sub to make in the final 5. I'll look to burn the clock, but Wolves are heading for their 3rd final in 4 years. Captain's done brilliantly once again, but he's on a booking, so I'm not going to risk it in the final few minutes. I'll take him off McTominay, but there's a free kick for Fiorentina, which they almost scored from, and that would have made the final 4 minutes feel like 4 hours. But I think we're going to see it out. I think we've done it. Wolves are heading to their first ever European final. Come back twice to get there as well. Brilliant. Oh, yes, baby. Outstretched arms. Well done, lads. That's a good win for us. And we are into our first European final. Absolutely buzzing. And we'll be taking on Real Sociedad in the final of the Europa League. They overcame Atalanta in the semis. I think it was 3-1 over 2 legs. Was it there? Let's have a quick look here. Yep, 3-1. And we'll face them in the final. So Real Sociedad right now are in 4th in La Liga. Oh, Yarzabal is still there. Oh, that's not good to see. I thought we would have moved on by now. Man, he is so good. He is absolutely unreal in FM this year. Oyarzabal is still there with his, 7 goals, 10 assists, and 11 man of matches in 35 games. Averaging a 7.73. Pretty average, really. Oh, God, their team is fantastic. Absolutely brilliant. Smith Rowe's on loan from Arsenal. Blimey, they have got an unbelievable team. Right. Well, we've made it. That's the most important thing. Whether we're favourites or not, I guess that's up for debate. I'd probably say slight underdogs. Maybe even. I'm not entirely sure. But either way, we've made it. That's the most important thing. And our hopes of Champions League football for next year continue by still having 2 games to go in the Premier League and cutting the gap to 2 and now reaching our first ever European final. We got to 3 finals in 4 years. Surely one of them's got to be one, right? But that was this episode of the FM Reboot. So a big thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. If you had, then please drop a like. You'll have a fantastic day. I'll return with the penultimate episode now of Season 4, the final 2 games of the Premier League, where there is still a chance we could get 4th in the Premier League. Have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the penultimate episode of Season 4 very soon. What a season.